Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church Chewbacca, and today we're going to do a true review of the brand new Team of the Year Master Set cards that came out. In this video, we're just doing the true review of all 6 of the cards. I'm going to explain to you which one I think is the best one to take. I think there's 2 or 3 that are probably must-haves if you can afford them because they are going to be expensive cards. But I'm going to kind of give you a little ranking too with this review, as well as their Chewy rating 1 out of 5. There will be a separate video where I go over the Team of the Year event, how to get these cards, as well as any other subtle things that I noticed while going through the event, and kind of explain everything about the cards. What I will note at the very beginning of this review is if you get one of these cards, they will match the overall of any other player card that this person gets. So let's say that in our Panarin gets a 95 overall version of his card from Team of the Week down the line, this Team of the Year card will upgrade to a 95 overall. Now that I've done a quick explanation kind of how these cards work, let's get into their Chewy review. Makar. First up, we have the 5'11", 187-pound right-handed shooting defenseman from the Colorado Avalanche. And honestly, this guy has a huge chance of getting upgrades throughout the years. He's a nasty, young, offensive defenseman that should be quarterbacking the power play for the Colorado Avalanche. So his cards for the rest of the year should be pretty nasty. I do see this card getting up to a 99 overall by the end of this game's life before NHL 22 comes out. As for the card itself, he has 2 points in Barrage, 2 points for Balance, and 2 points for Gladiator. I think his team synergies are not that great. They're kind of on the lower end. Balance is an average synergy. I've already told you guys over and over again, I do not think Barrage is good. I think it is by far the worst team synergy. Gladiator is good for defensemen, but once again, this is not an ideal player synergy. So you're going based on the fact that Makar is absolutely nasty. Looking at the card itself, right now without any upgrades, it is 93 acceleration, 99 agility, 90 balance, 90 endurance, 93 speed. His shooting is 90 slapshot accuracy, 93 slapshot power, 91 wrist shot accuracy with 93 wrist shot power. His hands are filthy for a defenseman, if I'm being honest. 95 deking, 94 offensive awareness, 91 hand-eye, 94 passing with 93 puck control. His defensive category, 89 body checking. This is the first card he has where he can really throw the lumber at 89 body checking. And then 90 strength. Good strength, balance, and puck control. That's great to have in an offensive defenseman. This is definitely a guy that should be on your power play, quarterbacking it, being the guy from the point, just shooting clappers and dropping dimes from that left defense or right defense, wherever you want to play him. As for his checking category, he has 91 defensive awareness, 88 shot blocking, 95 stick checking, 88 discipline. Great stick checking, great defensive awareness. I think for the 92 overall version of this card, it's a very good card. Don't get me wrong. We'll put up the Barrage and Balance real quick just so you guys know. As for Balance, it's endurance, wrist shot power, deking, puck control, and then the Barrage is going to give you the slap shot accuracy and power, as well as offensive awareness and aggression. I do think Barrage is terrible, as I mentioned. Balance is kind of worth getting as like that third team synergy. You want to have Spark and Distributor, Distributor and Swarm. You want to have Distributor and then either Swarm or Spark and then Balance. But if you can get Distributor, Swarm, and Spark, those are the big 3. If I'm being honest, Balance is the 4th one, but it does do well for a 3rd team synergy. The Makar, once again, it's just like his fantasy hut card. He just really is dependent on how good the card is himself. So you're looking at that with the Barrage and Balance. I'm not too impressed with this for Team of the Years. They're super expensive cards. They're going to be upwards of 800,000, a million coins. And then I believe to get this Makar, you have to put in like 8 or 10 gold collectibles, if not more, because I think you have to have the fantasy player card first. And then if not, it's like 14 or something like that. You'd have to look at the other video that I went over for the event to show you guys what exactly to get this Makar. Either way, he's going to be super expensive. And because of that, I'm going to give him 4 Chewies. I do think he has great investment value. He's going to be a 99 overall, but I don't know if you'll ever use his synergies on this card, which hurts for a high-level card. That's just my opinion. 4 Chewies is what I'm sticking with. You guys let me know if you guys agree with this or not. I know last time with the Hut Fantasy players, some people were like, nah, Makar's amazing. I just think they didn't give him good synergies. Maybe because he is an amazing card without them. David Pastrnak. The 6-foot-tall, Czech-born, 194-pound, right-handed shooting winger that plays for the Boston Bruins. He's had an amazing career so far. He's only going to get better with age. He's only 24, still a very young player. I don't know if a lot of people realize that. He's been playing for a while, but this year, I do think it's another card that could get up to 99 overall, and the card will match that. It's another guy that's 100% a great investment. As for his card itself, he has the team synergies of Swarm and Heart and Soul. Heart and Soul is another one that's just not a very good team synergy. It actually is worse than Barrage. Like, a lot of people don't have Heart and Soul, so it doesn't get mentioned that much. A lot of people early on kind of had it, but not now. Barrage is the second worst. Heart and Soul is terrible. Balance, endurance, shot blocking, and face-offs. Like, why do you need a team synergy that only can help 4 guys on your team is beyond me in the face-off. But Swarm is one of those amazing team synergies. Really love this. And then he has Howitzer. Howitzer is amazing. It's going to make this card from the jump even better than it already is, making the shot powers harder, making him 93 speed. Howitzer gives you the 99 agility as well. So it's just something that really helps this card out. He's a card that would be amazing if you have team synergy of Distributor and Spark as a combo. And then you have Howitzer. He becomes, like, phenomenal. It's ridiculous how much of a boost this card would get. You're probably looking at a card that's really like a 94 overall with those 3 synergies activated. Anyway, we're playing fantasy now, so let's get back to the actual card itself. For his skating is 90 acceleration, 96 agility, 87 balance, 89 endurance with 90 speed. His shooting, one of the guys with the best wrist shots in the game here. You're looking at his accuracy for his wrist shot, 96. His wrist shot power is 91. His slap shot power is 91 with his slap shot accuracy, 95. Hands, phenomenal. You're going to get 95 plus out of this guy for the rest of the game with this card at the very least. And his hands are going to be 96 deking, 97 offensive awareness, 96 hand-eye, 95 passive with 96 puck control. The defensive category here is 82 body checking. Not the best, but you're looking at this guy to score goals, not to knock people on their ass. And then 87 strength. As for his checking category, 91 defense awareness, 82 shot blocking, 93 stick checking with 85 discipline. Definitely a guy that can back check very, very well. These are things that you like to see because I think that he can be more than just a sniper because he can back check well. He can play well in his own defensive zone. With Swarm and Howitzer, the fact that this guy's probably going to be 99 overall, his speed's a little bit lackluster right now, but with Howitzer, that gets fixed. Almost everybody has Howitzer and Speedster as well as Distributor. You get Howitzer and Distributor on this guy, you're looking at 96 speed. That fixes his skating issues. I'm going to give this Pastrnak 4.5 chewies, and the only reason he doesn't get 5 chewies is because the Heart and Soul team synergy is never going to be used, nor should it ever be used. But he's absolutely filthy. He's going to be 99 overall. And honestly, all of these guys are probably going to be worth well over 5 chewies once they start getting their upgrades. A guy that's going to be expensive, but the 91 overalls doesn't cost as many gold collectibles as some of the other cards, but this Pastrnak coming in with 4.5 chewies. Artemi Panarin. The high-flying, 5'11", 168-pound, right-handed shooting New York Ranger Artemi Panarin. He's Russian-born, as many of you guys know, and actually this guy was just some sort of unsigned free agent when he got picked up by the Blackhawks and got traded to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and now he plays for the Rangers. I'm surprised a guy of his star power has been on 3 teams in his NHL career already. And you're looking at this card, and the card itself is going to be pretty filthy. The synergies are 2 for balance, 2 for barrage, and 2 for wingman. The balance and barrage do work well with Cale Makar if you want to kind of try to tag team those 2 guys. You can get 4 points in balance and 4 points in barrage if you want to knock those synergies out. We've already gone over the balance and barrage with the Makar. I do not think they are great team synergies. Balance is, like I said, one of the ones that might be working up. Barrage is second to worst. We went over and have discussed that Heart and Soul is the worst. So Barrage is second worst. Either way, it's not a good team synergy. Wingman is not bad, though, with acceleration, wrist shot accuracy, and passing. Although the wrist shot accuracy, you're only going to get 2 points out of it, not the 3 points you typically would. As for the card itself, he has 91 acceleration, 94 agility, 84 balance, 91 endurance, 91 speed. His shooting is 95 slap shot accuracy, 90 slap shot power, 97 wrist shot accuracy, 93 wrist shot power. His hands category is 98 deking, 97 offensive awareness, 96 hand-eye, 96 passing with 97 puck control. The defense is 80 body checking, 86 strength. The checking category is going to be 91 defensive awareness, 82 shot blocking, 95 stick checking with 87 discipline. Another guy, just like Pastrnak, that can definitely back check. The only thing I don't like about Panarin and Pastrnak both being the wingers is they're both right-handed. So it kind of handcuffs you when you don't have to pick one or the other, but if you're trying to make like your top line be team of the year guys, you're going to have to put one on the second line, I guess. Or you can have like 2 righties on each of your wings. I don't like playing like that, but maybe some guys do. Back to the Panarin here. You're looking at him, and he's a great card. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know for Team of the Year at this very moment. So all of these ratings are at right now, not necessarily like next week. Or Panarin could come out and be a 95 in a month once the season starts because he is nasty. He could have like 2 or 3 Team of the Week cards in a row or whatever kind of crazy cards they want to give him, because he is Panarin. He's the bread man. He has name value. He has everything you need to get upgrades in this game. He's going to finish 99 overall, so he's a great investment. The synergies aren't great. We're going with 4 Chewies because the shot's wonderful. He skates well, but his synergies are just not wonderful. Even as wingman, you're losing 1 point for the wrist shot accuracy because he already has such a good wrist shot. And if you have distributor, you're not even using wingman for passing. So once again, you're just getting this card to get the card, just like the Makar. Therefore, 4 Chewies. Victor Hedman. The Jolly Blue Giant, Victor Hedman, at 6'6", 223 pounds, left-handed shooting from Sweden. And no one calls him the Jolly Blue Giant, but honestly, 6'6", something about Enzo Amore, and you can't teach that. I mean, he's not a 7-footer like Big Cass was, but my God, he is 6'6", huge reach when it comes to poke checking. As everyone knows, poke checking is dominant this year, as well as I'm pretty sure when we go over the attributes, he'll be able to throw a body check or two. For his synergies, he has 2 Spark. Finally, a guy that has a good team synergy. I know Pastrnak did too, but Spark is one of those ones that this one really helps out Hedman and gives you that acceleration at +4, and then body checking, strength, and discipline. The Heart and Soul, once again, just absolute trash. You're probably not going to even activate that one. Shutdown is not a good player synergy. He has 90 slapshot accuracy, 97 puck control, 96 body checking with 95 shot blocking. Honestly, it's not that great. It's good for defensemen. Maybe you have a couple other defensemen that have this shutdown. So with the 2 points on shutdown, it might not be too bad, but it's still, you still got to have 2 other defensemen with it. It does help, though, defensemen. The shot blocking, body checking, puck control, slapshot accuracy, that's great for defense. Spark, though, is a top 3 team synergy. So looking at the skating for Victor Hedman here, 85 acceleration, 89 agility, 96 balance, 94 endurance. That endurance rating at 94 is amazing, and then 86 speed. The shooting, 94 slapshot power, 87 slapshot accuracy. He's going to hit absolute bombs from the point. It's going to be amazing. And then you have 83 wrist shot accuracy, 93 wrist shot power. His hands are great, minus hand-eye is only 83, and the deking's only 83, but the offensive awareness, passing, and puck control are 93 or 94. The 94 passing from a big body like him is filth. And the body checking, 93, as I said before, he's going to be able to lay the lumber. And then 96 strength, so the good puck control balance, he's going to be a terror to get off the puck when he gets it in his defensive zone. He's going to be able to hold on to it, possibly do a little bit of X action, a little bit of A action if you're an Xbox player, get around a guy that's forechecking, give your guys a nice sauce up the ice or a nice little flick pass or whatever type of passing you guys use. Get it up the ice, get that rush going, break it down the forecheck with Victor Hedman, his big body, and the great puck control. As for the checking, 96 defensive awareness, 92 shot blocking, 96 stick checking, and 78 discipline. The discipline's a little bit low for a card like this, but it's not really that big of a deal when the rest of your attributes are amazing. Hedman, though, I think is one of those cards that's almost a must-have every year. And honestly, yeah, the speed's a little bit low, but he's 6'6". You can't teach size in this video game. He is this year's version of a Zdeno Chara unless we get a really good one. Victor Hedman's getting 5 Chewies. You can't avoid the fact that you're going to have a 99 overall Victor Hedman, which even if they only give you +4 speed on this card, because you can only get 8 more overall and they're only doing it like every other overall, let's be honest. If he gets 90 speed and you have distributor at 93 speed Victor Hedman at the end game, that's a defenseman that might be the best defenseman in the game. And that's why he gets 5 Chewies. The potential is ridiculous for this card. You're not going to find other guys like Victor Hedman. Andre Vasilevskiy. Vasilevskiy, or Vasi as many like to call him because his last name is a very long Russian last name that, well, when you put it into English letters from Cyrillic, it does not look like an easy name to say or spell. With a 6'3", 216-pound goaltender that wears his trapper on his left hand, as already mentioned, from Russia, is 93 overall. And this card right here is the goalie you want. He has everything you want. He has Spark, Distributor, and Swarm. The big 3 for 2 points apiece. And then you look at the card itself, he has 95 glove high, 93 stick high. His lows are 94 glove low, 94 stick low, 93 speed, 96 vision, 93 agility. His positioning is 95, his 5-hole is 95, his rebound control is 95, his shot recovery is 95. And his aggression is 81, so he's not going to be all over the place with his aggression. This guy right here, phenomenal. This guy, I don't really hype up goaltenders But this guy right here, 5 Chewies, I think he will be the best goalie in the game for the entire year. Mark my words right now. Even at 93 overall, he could go break his leg when the season starts, not get another upgrade all year, and the 22 gold collectibles or 20 gold collectibles, whatever ridiculous amount it is, to collect this guy, which I get is like over 1 million coins, worth every single coin you pay for. I do not think there will be another goaltender that has Spark, Distributor, and Swarm for 2 points apiece. This lets you build a team right now with lesser guys just through your goaltender that is absolutely established and ridiculous, in my personal opinion. Vasilevskiy, 5 Chewies. I think he's a must-have goaltender, in my personal opinion. If you can afford him, go get this Vassy. Leon Draisaitl. The 6'2", 208-pound German, left-handed shooting centerman, or he plays on wings sometimes too for the Edmonton Oilers, Leon Draisaitl. And this guy is phenomenal. He'll probably end up being the best German-born player to ever play in the NHL. Him and Connor McDavid are essentially what Crosby and Malkin were all throughout the 2000s. Although I do think Draisaitl and McDavid will probably be better than Malkin and Crosby are when it's all said and done. And as a Penguins fan, I don't know if I want to say that or not. It really depends how many cups the Oilers win. But I do think that Draisaitl will probably have numbers that are close to Malkin's, if not a little bit better. And McDavid is essentially what Crosby is. And I think that Malkin is a super, super underrated player, just like I think this Leon Draisaitl is also super underrated as a player. As for the card, he has 2 points for Distributor, 2 points for Swarm, 2 points for Workhorse. He's 93 overall. He's going to be expensive. And honestly, Draisaitl's card is always speed. But with Distributor and Swarm, you're going to get some good stuff out of it. Distributor is going to give you +3 speed and then +3 in the passing, +3 puck control, which maxes him at 99, even if he gets no upgrades for the rest of the year. The Swarm, as you can see, gives you the agility, hand-eye, defensive awareness, and stick checking. So it puts his stick checking up to 99, even though you get +4 out of it for a forward. And on top of that, he has Workhorse, which helps out with acceleration, balance, and endurance, as well as durability. Now, he will have 90 durability. You activate all of his synergies. Workhorse is a pretty good player synergy as well. It does give you that acceleration, which bumps it up to 89, which helps him a lot. Moving on to Draisaitl's shooting, he has 96 slap shot accuracy, 95 slap shot power, 96 wrist shot accuracy, and 94 wrist shot power. His hands are 93 deking, 97 offensive awareness, 95 hand-eye with 96 passing and 96 puck control. His defensive category is going to be 91 body checking, 93 strength, 91 aggression, 92 durability, 78 fighting. His checking is 95 defensive awareness, 88 shot blocking, 96 stick checking with 82 faceoffs and 83 discipline. What I will say about this Draisaitl is essentially the faceoffs at 82 makes him have to play on the wing. He's going to probably have to play right or left wing, but he can be a dominant sniping power forward type of player at the 6'2", 208 pounds. He has good body checking, great stick checking, and even if he never gets an upgrade, he is an endgame card that can play on your third or fourth line with his synergies for Distributor and Swarm and Workhorse. I'm going to give this Draisaitl 4.5 Chewies. The only reason he's not getting 5 Chewies is because if he doesn't get any upgrades, now I do think this card will be 99 overall, but even if he's 99 overall and he only gets 3 speed, that's still going to put him pretty low on the speed chart at the end of the game. And that's just, and the 99 won't be probably till the end of the game. He might have a couple 99s, which would really make his speed high. I just think investment-wise, he might have the lowest investment value out of all the cards just because his speed is already 87. And unlike the Victor Hedman, where Victor Hedman's just dominant because he's 6'6", this Draisaitl has to play on the wings, and I think you can find other wingers. I think Panarin and Pastrnak are better wing options when it comes to just the card. I do think this Draisaitl's an amazing card, though. Don't get me wrong. 4.5 Chewies. He's really close to 5 Chewies. I just have to go with 4.5 because I just think without any upgrades, this card isn't like, oh my god, he's automatically endgame for the price you have to pay. Because his price is the same as Vasilevskiy's. He's going to have to cost you, I think it's 22 gold collectibles. That's a lot. That's very, very expensive, and I don't know if he's worth that price with other cards you'll be able to get by the time he's equal to where he's like this absolutely dominant card. Right now in the game, though, he is a dominant card. All 6 of these cards are dominant cards. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up the true review on the 6 Team of the Year cards. Makar, Vasilevskiy, Hedman, Pastrnak, Draisaitl, and Panarin. As for their Chewy ratings, I know you might think I'm a little bit harsh, or maybe you're like, what the heck? These guys aren't just automatically all 5 Chewies. No, they're not, because I'm basing them off of, well, the other 5 guys you could get besides the one that I'm reviewing at the time, as well as other cards in the game, and just to their investment value, their synergies. These cards, when you invest that much in a card, this has to be a card that's in your lineup for the rest of the season. All 6 of these cards could definitely be in your lineup for the rest of the season, but you want to have guys that have great synergies to boost the rest of your team. These should be cornerstones to building your hockey ultimate team. Not just guys that are filler cards or guys that just fill in. These should be the guys that are your best players right now that you are building the rest of your team around or with. That's what their Chewy rating was really about. Either way, everyone's 4 or higher, which is great Chewy ratings if you watch any of the other videos. I appreciate all of your guys' support. I hope you're having a great New Year's Day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play NHL 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.